Hi, I'm Alan Little, Ask Woodman on YouTube, and I'm also one of the owners of Very Super Cool Tools. And I wanted to show you this portable table saw stand that I made. Well, it's not really so much portable as that it's movable and that you can break it down and disassemble it and then install it wherever you like. So I made this for this is a DeWalt 745, and so this is just a little benchtop saw. But now it has the capabilities of basically a cabinet, a full-size cabinet saw. So I've got out here with the Very Super Cool Tools fence, I've got a little over 47 inches of capacity to the right of the blade, and it has a Jessamine Master Lift 2 dropped in here with a full dust control box with a 4-inch snout on it. The back is opened up on this, so you can attach the 2.5-inch dust outlet to the DeWalt. And everything you'll see in the assembly and fabrication videos, you'll see everything has the ability to level, adjust, and get this thing exactly square and locked in place inside this unit here, so this thing can't move. But this is a stout little saw. You can tell the power here. It's a 15-amp motor. I'm going to cut some stuff here in a second, and you can see how it will cut. But it's a strong little saw. The problem with these little benchtop saws is that the deck of them is too lightweight to accept a Biesemeyer angle iron and steel tubing guide rail setup. So you either have to make a series of boxes that surround this and create a inlet for this to sit in, and then attach your angle iron structure to the boxes, or I wanted to show an alternative to that, where just by some fabricated steel, just off-the-shelf stuff and a little bit of welding, drilling and tapping, that you have something that will really work and will just be incredibly stout and could be installed anywhere. I mean, you could take this thing apart, take it up to the 3rd floor in a building you were working on, and install it there, without having to carry a whole saw up 3 flights of stairs or something. So if you were working on a custom home or something where you needed to have a full-size cabinet saw up on top of on an upper floor, you could have this installed up there. And I made this to where if you had to take the saw and the router lift out, it would come out pretty easy if you had to take it off the job site at night. So there's only a couple changes that I would have done differently, and I talk about it a couple times in the video series. Is one thing is I wasn't sure of the saw, so I got my 20mm hole spacing a little bit too close to where this miter cutout was. So I would have laid that out better, but I started the whole unit before I actually bought this saw, before I decided on which portable saw to buy. So that was one thing. And then the other thing is I wouldn't have used this bent formed piece here. I would have just had the vertical pieces hanging down from the structure and had a piece of angle iron with the slotted adjustments, and then connected that with plywood. But other than that, I wouldn't change a thing. And those are very minor corrections that you can deal with. Okay, so there is one other thing that I would change in the fabrication of this, is when you'll see, and I left it in the video just because I wanted to be honest and consistent. But when I made this with 3/16 3x3 angle iron, and that poses a problem with the 13/16 step down. So I had to grind off a 1/16 of an inch off the top of all the angle iron pieces, and that was just a hassle. So I would recommend just do away with the 3/16 and just stick with the 1/4 inch 3x3 angle iron and just be done with it, because the 1/4 inch angle iron and the 3x2 tubing, when they're put together and this 13/16 step down is introduced, it makes it 1/16 below the level of the saw top. So you're going to see me do it, but I left it in the fabrication video, and you're going to see how I ground the top off and was consistent. But
I would just go with 1/4 inch 3x3 instead of the 3/16.
Thanks for watching. We have woodworking plans available in our store and will continue to add more. Each set of plans corresponds with a free video series available on YouTube.